Yeah, this is Israelite 320. Today, I have some phenomenal information I want to share with the people today. This is prophetic. We're talking about the last weeks. We're talking about the weeks, hours, and years. The timeline consists of weeks, hours, and years. From 1948 to 2018, that in 2008, that's 70 weeks. Each year was a week. So that's total 70 weeks of Daniel prophecy related to coming of the lawless from Jared Kushner. In 2018, Donald Trump moved the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. That's the end of the weeks, 2018. But at the same time, in 2019, that's the beginning of the first hour. It's 6 hours. You in hours. That's the beginning of the hour. That's why it was called COVID-19. Also, it was 19 years from 2001 to 2020. That's a total of 19 years. And then also 19 is a spiritual protection number. So there's 3 different examples of the reason why it was COVID-19. God protect you from COVID. Now we're headed down to our last final 7 years. And our last final 7 years is darkness. So what's going on now is 11/11, because we're on a timeline. This 11/11 is suffer and serve, that's trials. Fast and prayer, that's tribulation. So the 11/11, the first 11 is trial where your flesh is tried. The second 11 is tribulation where your faith is challenged. Christ builds the temple while Yahweh strengthens faith. Christ brings trials, Yahweh brings challenges. But these are tests. You either in these tests concerning trials, you respond properly. And the way you respond when you go into trials, by remaining humble, don't look at the situation. Just remain humble. In these challenges, but when Father Yahweh brings situations of faith, problems, troubles, and pain and persecution, the way to respond to that tribulation is not looking at the situation. Look at the Lord. When you look at the Lord in these situations, He put oil in your lampstand. You have to endure to the end through trials and tribulation. You endure to the end. This trials is 11, and the tribulation is 11. You have to keep going, because as times get tougher, Yahweh bringing challenges. The enemy brings temptation. You can't make it home weak. You can't make it home with a broken temple, because the temple's got to be built up by Christ. If He's not building the temple, who else is building it? So at the same time, if you're striving with this world, you turn your back on the Lord. Listen, you can have faith in God, but don't mean you're in the will of God. Remember that. That's right. That's right. You can have faith in God, but never in the will of God. So how do you have salvation if you're not in the will of God with a broken temple? The first is last, and the last is first. If I'm first now, I'm last to be judged. But if I'm last now, I'm first to be blessed. Yes, we are in the great apostasy. The first apostasy and the great apostasy, a total of 24 years. From 2001 to 2025, that's a total of 24 years. That 24 is a 6 in numerology. God do everything in numerology numbers. If I continue to strive with this word, I remain a 5 foolish virgin. So when the rapture take place, I will not make it home. But if I strive with the Lord, I'm a 5 wise virgin. That means I gave up my will to suffer now and get my blessings later. But if I'm a 5 foolish virgin, that means I'm doing my thing now and suffer later. If I'm last now, I'm first to be blessed. If I'm first now, I'm last to be judged. I have to do what it takes to be in the will of God, because if I believe in God, that don't mean I got the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit can visit you, but that don't mean it's going to take residence in you. If my house broken, where am I going? The work I'm doing every day, who can I leave it with? On the day of desolation versus visitation, Isaiah 10:3. My life, if your life of a Christian service is abomination to the Lord, you have to make him Lord, to make him ruler of life. If I go to a building, I'm hollering, Lord, Lord. I'm avoiding inner correction for hourly praise at the same time. That's right. But if I continue to strive with the Lord daily, I can be in the spirit daily. But I must kill something daily to be in the spirit daily, to be in something else daily. That female, you're going to have to let that female go. We're in your darkest hour right now. My next video is I'm going to put up right after this one. I'm going to explain the 12, 15, 12, and 3. I'll explain the 12, 15, 12, and 3. This is Israelite 320.